Welcome back, guys, to another anime fighting simulator X video, and in this video I'm going to show you guys the best free to play build for fighting the pain boss. So you guys know you can farm pain to get a lot of Chakra and yen really quickly, but a lot of people are asking me how or what do I use to get the most damage and to carry. So today I'm going to show you guys all the ways or all the best abilities you guys can use to get the most amount of damage. So obviously the best things in the game is transformations for it, like the one tails or the monkey. Those do insane amount of damage and do very good and give very good buffs. If you guys have that, it's pretty good, and it's not a game pass or anything, so you can get it for free. But other than that, there are a lot of abilities from the quest line you guys can actually get that are pretty useful. The first one we're going to look at is from durability. It is holification. This is the 100 billion of 3 things. When you complete that quest, it gives you holification. It's one of the best transformation in the game. 4 things, sorry, not 3 things, of 4 things. And this lets you do a lot of things. So it gives you 30% damage reduction and 40% universal damage boost. That means on all your stats. That is a pretty good boost. This is the only transformation I would use that's worth using. Like, everything else is pretty good. If you don't have holification, you can use Buso or Super Saiyan or any of these that you think works with your build. And now moving on to Chakra, there are some couple key ones you need in here. Spear Bomb is also pretty good. It does good damage, good range. And Sato right here is also one of the most important one. I use this as well a lot of the times when I'm waiting for my cooldowns. So these two are must have. Everything else is pretty mid from this Chakra abilities. Now from Sword one, there's some very crucial ones you guys want to use. The best one from Sword is actually going to be Key Slash, which is this ability right here that knocks back enemies, but it doesn't knock back pain, but it does a decent amount of damage. Well as Getsuga Tensho, this does pretty good damage, has range, so I would recommend using those two if you have it. The third one from here that is also pretty good is Flying Slash. It has some range, but it doesn't have the best damage unless you upgrade it. So you guys can see it's pretty good range for pain. So use those 3 sword abilities. Now from speed abilities, there's not much to talk about, obviously. So now we're gonna move on to the different stands and quirks. So in terms of different stands, the one that gives the longest and best for this, I believe, is going to be Todoroki, which is Fire and Ice. He has the X move called Ice Spikes. I can show you guys right now. Right here, Hot Half and Hot Cold. His Ice Spike ability is actually pretty good. It has good range and it does decent amount of damage. It did get nerfed, but that's the only one I would consider using. I don't have the V ability, but people just use Ice Spike from him anyway. Now, moving on to stands. The stands are a tricky one because people don't really use stands, so I wouldn't recommend like maining a stand for this. So we're gonna skip that. Maybe if there's a better stand, you guys can let me know in the comments. But now we're gonna move on to a quirk. So the best quirk, hands down, hardest quirk also, is going to be Overhaul. This is a secret quirk that drops from the Overhaul boss. So from this, the best move from Overhaul is going to be the move called Earth Rend right here, the V move. So you can control this move. It has pretty good range. It does very good damage if you upgrade your stats. So that is literally the best move, I believe. Now this move also lets you heal, so when you are, in a pinch, you guys can heal right here really quickly. It heals like 6 ticks depending on how much your max HP is. So make sure you guys use that move very efficiently. Now Earthborn Skewers is also pretty long range, but it doesn't do as much damage as Earth Rend. And Punch I would literally never use because it's so weak and very bad range. So yeah, you guys can see in my move I have Sero, Holification, which I don't use anymore since I got One Tails. Conqueror's Hockey I don't really use. Falling Down is good when you're spamming it in the first couple waves of pain, like tier 1 to 5. But after that, you don't need to use it. Flying Slash is pretty good. Getsuga Tenso. Rasengan I would never use, it's pretty poop. Rising Slash is also pretty mid. It has no range, it's just a small AoE. And then after that, Spear Bomb, like I said, very good range. It goes like all the way over there. Yeah, it's pretty good. And don't use Chidori as well, because anything that lets you get close range, you guys don't want to do it because it will make it easy for the boss to kill you. Now I'm going to get in the server and show you guys how to use these moves very effectively. I'm not even going to use my transformation of One Tails, just my holification right here. You guys can see that's what it turns into when you use holification, and now the boss will spawn. So what I like to do is with my V move, I like to spam this Now, see, look, this is pretty decent damage, as you can see. Now, I'm gonna get hit, but oh, I didn't get hit from that. Oh, I did, never mind. But it's also very important that you guys learn how to weave Pain's moves. It's very easy to predict it. Like right now, he's about to do a small move, so I can just avoid that. And then you want to just use your Zero when it's on cooldown, and then when you get far away, use your Ki Blast like that. Look, see, it's pretty decent damage for Pain. And then you want to switch back to your Earth Rend for good damage. It is a little bit buggy, but it does do a decent amount of damage. And the first couple of waves, you won't even die from it because you have decent amount of HP. It's very weak, but make sure you guys are doing this with a group. It's the best thing to do with a group. So you guys can see this is basically the strategy I use, and like right now I'm using Rasengan, but look, it's poop. Basically, it's poop. Don't use Rasengan. Now we got the Flying Slash right here, pretty decent damage as well. And then we got Getsu Potential. This has a really fast cooldown. Actually, you guys can see it's almost already ready. So let's see how much damage it does. It has like 300 right now. Oh, it does like 25 damage, not the worst, so it's pretty good. Now this, like I said, move really carries right here, so it's important you guys use that. Look at that, so much damage from that, oh my god. Now we got the Earth Rend, and then we got the Zero back up. He's almost dead. This is solo, by the way. If you're doing it with a group, it's going to be so much easier. So make sure you guys, like I said, find a group to do it with. I recommend like at least 10 people. You can also use Spear Bomb. It does a pretty good amount of damage. And now we can finish it off with the Earth Rend. There you go. Easy as that. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.